Arne Slot speaks on Luis Diaz. The Reds get a Premier League boost, and there's fresh transfer talk heating up. For fast, reliable Liverpool news every day, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join us on Anfield Wire. Liverpool head coach has pointed to Luis Diaz's departure last summer to justify the club's transfer strategy, but he feels criticism of that sale is misguided. Arne Slot feels the debate around whether Liverpool misses Luis Diaz this season has been exacerbated by the ongoing absence of Alexander Isak. The Red striker has endured a difficult first campaign at Anfield, which has seen him start just 6 Premier League matches and fail to complete a full 90 minutes since his record-breaking arrival from Newcastle United last summer. Isak has not played since December after suffering a broken leg and scoring what proved to be the winning goal against Tottenham Hotspur, but is expected back in the coming months. The Reds have recently found some fluency in attack, but Liverpool's inability to create and score chances was criticized earlier this season. Given Luis Diaz's attacking returns during his time on Merseyside, there have also been accusations from several pundits that Liverpool was mistaken to sell the Colombian last summer. However, despite managing 32 goal contributions at Bayern Munich this season, it's a decision Slot stands by. "You always miss good football players. He was so important for us last season, but he wasn't the only one," opined the Liverpool head coach ahead of Wednesday's trip to Sunderland. "There were more players that were influential in our results, but I think we have replaced them with very good players as well. It is maybe more fair to say that if Alex had been fit, would we have spoken about it then as well?" Diaz was sold to Bayern for a fee of €75 million, an $88 million and £66 million offer Liverpool felt it could not turn down for a 28-year-old who had 2 years remaining on his contract and was demanding a significant pay raise to remain at Anfield. Liverpool was unwilling to sanction that increase and felt a transfer to Bayern was in everyone's best interest when the German champions made their interest known. Luis Diaz is another example of how this club is run. If this club gets, for a 28-year-old, an offer like that, then this club, because it is built on sustainability, chooses to sell a player, and we are an exception in the Premier League, especially at the top of the Premier League for that, said Slot. But that is why it is also so nice that we are able to achieve the things we have achieved in the last few years with that model. But he is doing very well at Bayern, and that is not a surprise to me.
Liverpool receives timely Premier League boost before Sunderland as rivals slip up. After Sunday's defeat, the Reds were in need of a pick-me-up before facing Sunderland on Wednesday, and was duly provided by Tuesday night's Premier League results. Arne Slot will sleep a little sounder ahead of his midweek trip to Sunderland after seeing Tuesday's Premier League results. The Reds boss faced a barrage of questions in his pre-match media briefing about the Reds' chances of securing a Champions League place and the impact it will have on his position at Liverpool should he fail to do so. Had Tuesday's results gone badly, Liverpool faced the prospect of traveling to the northeast, sitting 8 points behind Manchester United in 4th place. Instead, both the Red Devils and Chelsea suffered surprise slip-ups against sides currently marooned in the relegation battle. In the end, United felt relieved to come away from the London Stadium with a point. Michael Carrick's side had won 4 in a row before the game at West Ham United, but it had to rely on an injury-time Benjamin Sesko equalizer to avoid defeat. West Ham took the lead early in the second half via Tomasz Suchek, an advantage it held for over 45 minutes. The result leaves United in 4th place, with Chelsea failing to capitalize on those dropped points. Unlike the Red Devils, it had led for most of the night against a Leeds United team that has lost just 2 of its last 13. João Pedro and Cole Palmer had handed Chelsea a 2-goal lead before by the hour mark at Stamford Bridge, but the visitors responded via Lucas Nemcha and Noah Okafor. The 2-2 draw means Liam Roseneer's side remains in 5th, a point behind United. Liverpool can close the gap to both clubs with a win on Wednesday. It trails United by 6 points, Chelsea by 5. While the results in London will have been celebrated most loudly on Merseyside, Liverpool supporters may have also breathed a sigh of relief to see Everton lose 2-1 at home to Bournemouth. Had the Toffees won, remarkably, they would have moved above Liverpool in the table. Such is the tightly compacted nature of this season's Premier League that Bournemouth's victory means it is now 2 points behind Liverpool, while Newcastle United sits 3 off the champions after beating Tottenham Hotspur in the capital. Liverpool's trip to Sunderland is one of 5 games on Wednesday. The Reds will also be keeping an eye on Aston Villa's clash against Brighton and Hove Albion and hope the Seagulls can beat the team in third, which is currently 8 points better off than Liverpool.
We're going to have to work hard. Alisson Becker previews Liverpool's trip to Sunderland. The Reds make the trip to the Stadium of Light on Wednesday night, having lost their last Premier League game to Manchester City in heartbreaking fashion. City scored 2 late goals, including a stoppage-time penalty, to earn a 2-1 victory at Anfield on Sunday. But Alisson knows Liverpool's focus must now be trained entirely on their next challenge. It is a big disappointment because we understand that we deserved a better result, but there are things that happen on the pitch. That's part of football, the goalkeeper said. Football is about moments as well, so in a few moments, we allowed the opponent to have chances, and at this level they're clinical, they're Man City, they're title contenders, and they punish you when you don't make everything right, when you don't take maybe all the right decisions. We are in a moment that we want to improve the performances as well. So yes, we are disappointed about the result, but we have a game on Wednesday. We don't have time to be disappointed. We have to work hard and try to win the next game. That is the most important thing for us. Sunderland are the only team in the Premier League with an unbeaten home record so far this season, and the reverse fixture at Anfield back in December finished in a 1-1 draw. Alisson continued, "They were a big challenge for us as well, playing at home, so we know it's going to be a tough game. Every Premier League game is a tough game to play. It's a really intense team, physical, but technically good, tactically well organized. They defend really well. They got good results against big clubs as well. So we go there knowing that we're going to have to work hard if we want to get the 3 points." The Reds' top-flight campaign has been undermined somewhat by inconsistent form, but Alisson believes that the foundations for an upturn are being put in place. If you look to the little things of improvements, different details, I see improvement. I see that we are going in the right direction, the number 1 added. Of course, the results that at the end are the most important thing are not the results that we want. We are not happy with the season we are having, but it's a time to rebuild the team, and it's about the process. So you have to respect the process. You have to respect the timing for each player to adapt. I think now all the players adapted to the Premier League, to the competition, to the intensity of the game, and now it's on us to increase and grow up in connection, taking the best decisions, knowing each other better on the pitch. But I see a lot of improvements. What we want is that those improvements at the end will bring us better results.
Liverpool eyeing Christian Pulisic return amid AC Milan contract uncertainty. Reports from Tutto Mercato suggest Liverpool are monitoring Christian Pulisic's situation at AC Milan as talks over a new deal stall. The United States international, now 27, has long been on the club's radar, dating back to his Borussia Dortmund days when interest from Anfield was well documented. The latest update indicates the winger had been close to renewing only 3 months ago, yet no formal offer has arrived. That delay has reportedly left the player taken aback. His confusion is said to be heightened by Milan securing fresh terms for Mike Maignan during the same period. Even so, Pulisic is described as very happy in Milan, and there remains an expectation that San Siro officials will table a proposal soon. His current contract runs until June 2027, which gives the Italian side a degree of control over any negotiations. Form in Serie A turning heads. Pulisic's output this season strengthens the case for renewed interest from Premier League clubs. He has delivered 10 goals in 20 appearances across all competitions, a return that underlines his value in Max Allegri's attacking structure. His broader creative metrics across Serie A also place him among the elite performers in his role, with strong numbers for successful passes, chance creation, and shots on target. Liverpool supporters will recall his ability to influence big fixtures. He has scored 3 times against the Reds during his career, including an early strike at San Siro in last season's Champions League meeting, a match Liverpool went on to win 3-1. Performances of that caliber tend to keep recruitment departments attentive, especially when a player combines goal threat with consistent ball progression. Financials and fitness concerns. From a financial standpoint, the deal would appear manageable. Pulisic is currently earning just over £85,000 per week, a figure that could be improved without unsettling Liverpool's existing wage structure. His estimated market value, around £40.2 million, sits within a bracket that would not stretch Anfield's resources in a typical summer window. There are, however, clear considerations around durability. Since the start of the 2023-24 campaign, he has recorded 7 separate absences through injury, each brief, yet collectively enough to prompt caution. Liverpool's recent recruitment has leaned towards availability as much as quality, and any serious pursuit would require robust medical confidence. Transfer timing hinges on Europe. Another factor shaping the outlook is Liverpool's competitive trajectory under Arne Slot. The head coach stated in his press conference that Champions League qualification has an enormous impact on transfer policy. With European participation still to be secured, decision-makers may delay firm moves until the club's status for next season is clearer. Unless Pulisic's situation in Milan deteriorates sharply, this story feels exploratory rather than advanced. Interest from Liverpool and Arsenal aligns with his profile, yet tangible progress would likely depend on contract talks at San Siro stalling further and on clarity around Anfield's European schedule. Our view: Anfield Index Analysis. This link carries intrigue but limited urgency. Pulisic's quality is evident, and his numbers in Italy deserve respect, yet the Reds already have established options across the forward line. Recruitment under the current regime has prioritized durability and tactical fit, and his recent injury history raises legitimate questions about reliability across a full Premier League season. There is also the matter of squad balance. If funds are available, many fans would argue they are better directed towards positions that have shown greater need during the campaign. Adding another wide attacker, even one with Pulisic's pedigree, could create congestion without clearly elevating the starting 11. European qualification remains a decisive variable. If Champions League football is secured, Liverpool may target a younger profile with resale value and long-term upside. If it is not, committing £40 million plus wages to a player approaching his late 20s may feel like a short-term fix rather than strategic planning. In short, it's a rumor worth monitoring, though supporters may prefer patience until stronger, locally sourced confirmation emerges.